Alright, we're here to talk about My Stepmother and Stepsisters Aren't Wicked episode 2. This was such a fun episode, and I definitely recommend you check out my reaction to it over on Patreon. Link in the description down below. Seriously, so much fun. The reaction was a blast. I want you to check it out, and then you can watch the review here. Also, like and subscribe, and make sure you engage with the video, commenting, liking. It lets me know that people actually care about this even more, because episode 1 did really well. I hope episode 2 does well too, so make sure you engage and let me know that you want to see more of this. And yeah, if you're new here, strap in. If you've been here before, you know what to do. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your notebooks, and let's talk about the episode. So this episode starts out with just just something that happened that I thought was funny, but no. The episode, of course, this time around, the episode is really just a journey of exploration of both the property that they live at and of just how nice the stepmother and stepsisters are. Which, to be just so that we are on the same page, I love Teru, the stepmother. I love her. She's so much fun. She's such a great character. I love her so much, man. I also like Mia. She's adorable. And like the episode begins, so you seen how they started the episode with like they were all serious with something falling because they're like preparing to like welcome Teru and like her daughters and stuff, and like they're all lined up nervous, you seem like, but turns out they're actually not nervous because she's scary. Despite the rumors, they're nervous because they all have to battle to like who's gonna like help her out this time. And so they're there, they walk in, and things are like nice and sweet now because Teru's telling her Marika and oh, what's the other girl's name? That's the other sister, Marika, and I can't think of it. That's so unfortunate. Well, she tells them to hold their sister's hand, make sure she doesn't get lost, but also not to spread too far out that they get near to her way. And it's just so sweet. And basically they're there to like hunt down and like get her the necessities. They're like the two sisters are competing about who's gonna spoil her more. One, it's like lip rouge, something like that, and then like a comb as well. The comb looked nice, I gotta be honest here. And so there was all that, and it's just really nice. And they're like going to town trying to get stuff, and then finally Mia, she sees something that she likes, but she's hesitant to say it, which isn't surprising. But Teru is like, yeah, tell us what you want, come on. And she points to something that was dropped, but they're like trying to like, well, it was dropped, so it's broken. They don't want to do it, but it reminds her of her mother's favorite flower. And like, it's just a really nice moment. And so Teru's like, we'll take it, and then I'll fix it up with kintsugi, which is like type of like art form used on ceramic using lacquer, which my knowledge of kintsugi is incredibly bare bones to that. But it's like a form of like using some kind of, I think it's like some kind of like glue, maybe like a lacquer. I think a lacquer is kind of like a glue or coating used to help keep pieces together, specifically ceramic, I think. And that was cool, like how and she's gonna pay for it, but the people are like, no, it's broken, we don't want your money. But then Teru, showing just how awesome she is, she's like, this is the first thing Mia's ever chosen for herself, I'm paying for it. You know, it shouldn't be that hard to make businesses should not have to try to make someone not pay them, but it's funny. Anyways, moving on back to the hotel, not hotel, the estate or whatever they are. We eventually get to meet the bodyguard, her new bodyguard. It's the family bodyguard, and I predicted that it'd be the dog, and it was the dog. But the reason I predicted it is simply because he was in the opening, and when you think of bodyguard, sometimes people think of dogs. And then it was confirmed once we heard the name of the dog, of the bodyguard, was Gunnir, and but affectionately he's called Gunchan. And he's adorable. He's so fluffy, bro. Bro, I spent a solid minute or two just obsessing over how cute and fluffy he is, and just wanting to give him a hug. Look how fluffy he is. I was like, how I'll pay whatever price you want. I want him. He's just so adorable, so fluffy, and he can't bark because he has emotional trauma. Which, if you think about it, that's kind of depressing. But he looks happy. He's happy and fluffy, and they're all like gushing over how cute it is. How Mia is also cute and adorable, and is like playing with a Gunchan, and like, and Martika keeps wishing for. And the thing that happens is Martika wishes for a DSLR camera that like fits in the pocket. Maybe not DSLR specifically, but like a camera that like shaped like a digital camera. And it happens later on when she wishes that she had like a phone. Technically, she doesn't call it a phone, obviously, but it's like something that can take pictures and share with everyone. And I think it's funny how they're like, and they even comment how she's ahead of her time, bro. It's just so funny. And like the episode as a whole, it's just so much fun, man. I normally I'd give more details about what went on, but I don't want to spoil my reaction to it because you need to see it for yourself. The one thing I will comment on is at the end of the episode, near the end, they have to they're going to ward away the Oni by throwing beans at it. And I don't know if that's a thing that they actually do, but fair enough. And at first, Mia assumed she'd be the Oni, that she'd get the beans thrown at her. But nope. It turns out it's Teru. And so she's gonna be the ones to throw the beans, and there's a vision. And so basically, and Mia's against it because she'd been doing hard labor for so long that if she throws the beans, she might actually kill someone. And I was like, I was like, pitch it. Throw it like a pitch baseball. I was joking when she actually did that, though. I didn't actually think she'd actually throw it like a baseball because I thought she'd be too worried about killing someone to throw it like a baseball. But no, she winds up. Bro, she stands up straight, lifts her legs up, lifts her leg up, and she winds up, and she whams it down. It would have, I almost want to say it would have killed her. And everyone was surprised. That's the fact that Teru was still standing. It worked. They warded away that sickness and evil and all that. But turns out the reason she's still standing is because the beam never hit her. Not at all. It was just stopped by the head maid Nago, and she fired another beam at the exact right time so that they'd collide and save Teru. She didn't want her master dying. Because, like, the fact that her survival instincts kicked in, her protective survival instincts kicked in, is funny to me, and also tells me that Teru might have actually died or gotten a hole in her. Because, no, like, it's not like a casual wind up. No, she winded up, and it went off like a rocket. It was just so funny. I just really want to talk about how funny that was, man. And there might be something else after that. I don't exactly remember, but what I do know is I enjoyed this so much. This was just such a great episode. I highly recommend you check it out. At this point, you don't even have to watch my reaction to it. I want you to, obviously, but you have to watch the episode. It's so funny, bro. It's so great. This is definitely... I don't know if this is a slice of life. Is this considered a slice of life? If it is, it's my slice of life of the season, because it's the only slice of life I'm watching. If it's not, well, damn. Anyways, check it out. Check out my reaction. Like and subscribe. The notification bell. Hype the video. YouTube mobile app. And yeah, with that said, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Mark. Never stop being yourself. This is and I will see all you incredible people in the very next video.